brothers and sisters of the light, fellow starseeds, way showers, light bringers, game changers. I am Julie Joy, your servant of the light, with another message from the ninth dimensional Arcturian Council as channeled by Daniel Scranton for May 18th, 2022. And the title of this message is Predictions about the Event in a Solar Flash. And they begin, greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are very much in favor of humanity choosing your own path. We do not feel that we have a better perspective than you do on what should come next for humankind. We know that there are a lot of predictions out there about what needs to happen before you can shift your consciousness. But this shift has never been about external factors. It has never been about what the sun is doing or what the planets are doing in your solar system and beyond. It has always been an inside game, an inside job, and therefore each of you are allowed to choose what comes next on your individual paths and what you want to experience as part of a human collective. The reason why you don't need to pay attention to predictions about an event or a solar flash is because there is not one future and there is not just one Earth and one human collective. There are more than you can imagine, and you get to align with the one that feels best to you. You don't have to wait in anxious anticipation for what some higher dimensional being or collective says is going to happen, so you can decide when it's necessary to stock up on supplies or build a shelter underneath the surface of the planet. You are the ones choosing the destiny of yourselves as individuals, and you are choosing consciously or unconsciously which version of the human collective you are going to join on its ascension journey. Therefore, we always advise you all to stop looking outside of yourselves, and we always remind you that everything is inside of you. Most importantly, your vibration is inside of you. It's the part of you that tells you what you are aligning with. Do you want to align with a world that is very third dimensional in nature, where there is a battle going on between the forces of good and the forces of evil? You can, if that's what you want. Would you rather align with a version of Earth and a version of the human collective where everyone is coming together, uniting, forgiving one another, releasing hate, and moving towards a higher level of consciousness as one unified whole? You can have that experience if that's what you want, and to us that sounds a lot more like a shift in consciousness. People in the New Age get way too caught up in who has what technology and what they're using it for. They get way too caught up in what's not being told to the public and which pieces of technology are being held back from the average human. You must know by now that your inner technology is more powerful than anything that could be created by human or extraterrestrial hands. As awakened souls, you must know by now that the power that you have within you to access your inner technology, to elevate your vibration and to align with that version of Earth and humanity that you feel is the most resonant with who and what you are. So basically what we are saying is, if something that you're reading or watching or listening to isn't about raising your vibration, loving, forgiving, releasing judgment and healing, then it's not important for you to have that version of reality as part of your consciousness. You only need to focus on the version of reality that you want to experience. That experience has helped you determine is the right one for you. So that's our recommendation, and we make it because we see so many falling into more of a 3D type mentality, and us versus them paradigm, and fear-mongering disguised as spiritual wisdom, and we want to help. We want to help guide you back to yourselves, back to what is important to you and what is inside of you, so that you can decide where you're headed next as an individual and where the collective you are aligning with is headed as well. We will join you no matter where you go and no matter what you decide, and we will continue to guide you, love you, and send you energetic downloads. But we also want you to know that you do have the power to choose. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Now, I particularly like this message. This is something that they've been telling me for the last several weeks. I've really lost my interest in who's doing what in politics and what's going on with the currency exchange and what's going on with a big solar flash. So many things that everyone's worried about, and I just choose to not worry about any of that and reflect with what I know to be the truth inside of me. This marvelous message was channeled by Daniel Scranton. His own website is danielscranton.com. I will be able to post the words below in the Show More section. And you can also always find Daniel's fine work on the Sananda.website or voyagesoflight.blogspot.com. I am Julie Joy, your servant of the light, always happy to be able to bring these amazing messages to each of you.